What's up guys, Daniel here with another Sam Barber lesson. This one is called Evil Place. It's in standard tuning with a capo on the 2nd fret, and it's as close as I could get it. It's not exactly right, but it's close. Let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start with the intro. Sounds like this. Alright, so the first chord shape we're going to use is an A minor. That's going to be open A, 2nd fret D and G, 1st fret B. What we're going to do is pluck A and D at the same time, but you're going to leave the D string open and hammer onto the 2nd fret. From here, we're going to pluck B, G, and then you're going to pluck the 2nd fret of the D string and slide up to the 5th fret. Then you're going to leave the rest open. Then you're going to pluck an open B and then an open G. So it's going to go. From here, we're going to switch to a G shape, but all you really need is the 3rd fret of the low E string. The rest are going to be open. And for this one, we're going to pluck E, B, G. Then you're going to pluck an open D string, hammer onto the 2nd fret, and pull off in one motion. Then you're going to go back to the open G. Now we're going to go 3rd fret low E one more time and pull off to an open E. There's a lot of steps to this one and it happens very quickly, so I'll try to slow it down. So from A minor to G, a little bit slower. Now from here, we're going to switch to an F bar chord. So you want to bar the 1st fret of all the strings. So we've got 3rd fret A and D, 2nd fret G. What we're going to do here is start by plucking E, D, E, G, and then we're going to go right back to D. So it's going to go. And then we're going to start strumming, and the strumming pattern is going to go down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. And that's really the strumming pattern we're going to use for a majority of the song. So now F a little bit slower. Regular speed. So now that first progression all together a little bit slower. Regular speed. Now we're going to move on to the second part of the intro, which is probably the hardest part of the song. It's going to sound like this. So we're going to start off with an A minor again, and you're going to start by plucking it the same way we did before. You're going to pluck A and D with the hammer onto the 2nd fret of the D string, then B, G, but now what we're going to do is pluck the 2nd fret of the D string, slide up to the 5th fret, slide back to the 2nd fret, and then one more time up to the 5th fret, back down to the 2nd fret, and then you're going to do a pull off. Now you're not going to pluck each time because it's all in one motion, so it's going to go. You're going to pluck once and do all the slides. And I can't really slow this one down on an acoustic guitar, so I'm just going to play it a couple times here. So from the beginning, as slow as I can. Now from here, what we're going to do is switch to that G shape. We're going to pluck 3rd fret low E, and then you're going to pluck an open D string and hammer onto the 2nd fret, and then immediately slide up to the 5th, back down to the 2nd, and then another pull off. Again, it's all in one motion, really hard to slow down, but I'll try. So from A minor to G. regular speed. Now from here, what you're going to do is pluck an open E string and hammer onto the first fret, and that's going to start our F chord. We're going to play F just like we did in the first half. So. So now this progression all together, a little bit slower. Regular speed. And now the intro all together a little bit slower. And one more time at regular speed. So that's how you're going to play the intro, which is the hardest part of the song. Everything from here should be pretty easy. So the next part up is the verse, and there are 2 progressions to learn. It's going to sound like this. There's a voice in the air and it brings me to my knees. Say if I open up, my voice will turn into God's preach. So that's the first progression we're going to use. We're going to start off with an A minor, and what we're going to do is strum down, up, up. And on that first down strum, you want to do a hammer onto the 2nd fret of the D string. Now when we come back down, you're going to slide up from the 2nd fret of the D string to the 5th fret, and then up, down, up. So you're still going to keep that strumming pattern, we're just going to add the slide instead. So it'll go. Now from here, we're going to move to a G chord. This time we've got 3rd fret low E, 3rd fret high E. You can add the 2nd fret of the A string if you want to, or not. This one we're going to strum 2 times, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. And now we're going to switch to F, and we're going to play it 4 times. So all together, a little bit slower. And now regular speed a couple times. So you're going to play that progression 3 times, and then we're going to switch to the second progression that we're going to play all the way through until the chorus starts. That part sounds like this. 'Cause I don't want you if you don't want me. It feels this love has lost its meaning. So it's not too different. We're still going to use the same chords. We're going to start out with an A minor, but you're going to strum it twice, and you're not going to do the slide. You still start with that hammer on though. So it's going to go down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Then we're going to switch to G, and we're only going to strum it 1 time. Down, up, up. And then you're going to switch right over to F and play it 4 times like we did before. So all together, a little bit slower. And again, you're going to use the same strumming pattern throughout the pre-chorus just before the actual chorus starts. So that part sounds like this. Would you take my weary hands and hold them till I don't feel alone? So that's what you're going to play for the pre-chorus. Now we can move on to the last part you need to learn, which is the chorus. And that's going to sound like this. Just like a word on the tip of my tongue, right when I have you, you're already gone. You told me once that you'd stick around, once told me twice you couldn't stand this town. So now we're going to start with an F chord, and we're going to keep the same strumming pattern we've been using. So we're going to play F 2 times, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Now we're going to switch to C and play it 2 times as well. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. G 2 times. Now before we switch to our next chord, we're going to do a little walk down. You're going to pluck 3rd fret A, 2nd fret A, open A, and then we're going to strum an A minor 2 times. So it's going to go. So now all together, a little bit slower. And one more time at regular speed. Just like a word on the tip of my tongue, right when I have you, you're already gone. You told me once that you'd stick around, once told me twice you couldn't stand this town. And from there we're going to switch to an interlude section just before the next verse starts. The first part is very similar to the chorus, but we're only going to play the A minor chord once instead of 2 times. So it'll sound like this. And then you start the next line. So the next line is going to be played very similarly, but we're going to stick on the A minor longer than we did the chorus and that last part. So we're still going to play F, C, and G 2 times each. Play A minor 4 times, and you're going to add a hammer on the 1st time, 3rd, and 4th time. So it'll go. And then you start the next verse. So that interlude section altogether will go. Get to the next verse. And that's it. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed that lesson. If you want to check out the tabs, they're available on my website for free. Link is going to be in the description down below. I'm working my way through Sam Barber's newest album. Haven't completed it yet, but I'm getting there. If you'd like to request a song, go ahead and do so by leaving a comment below. And before I go, I just want to give a huge shout out to my 2 newest channel members. Thank you Duma and Zach for joining. I sincerely appreciate your support. Enjoy these early access videos. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.